Good morning, I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching, it is appreciated. The Chancellor was up in the north of England, up in Manchester, Rotherham Way yesterday, and she's announced infrastructure deals to improve rail, train and other transport links in the north of England. With nearly £3 trillion in debt, can we afford this? Is this irrelevant to the ruling class? Do they not understand that all of this investment is going to cost the taxpayer in the long term? Will any of these investments actually come through? Look what happened with HS2. We didn't get anything like that up in the north. Wales and Scotland didn't get a lick either. Everybody knows that the country is centred around the southeast and London. And why is this? It's because the state loves to control people. Taxation is control. The less money that you have means that the more control that the state has over you. We have the highest tax burden per person in the UK since 1945 currently, and it's only going to get worse, not better. Let's be real, let's be frank about things. The tax burden is pathetic, it needs to come down, we all know this. The 15 billion that has been announced, over 15 billion for projects in the north, is to connect people to the cities, you know, the cities that nobody wants to go to anymore because we feel like strangers in our own country due to mass migration that nobody voted for. These cities. So who's going to get the benefits? There's going to be all the new British, all the new people that they brought in to substitute the native population, and I'm going to call it out on this channel. And why are they doing this? They're doing it because they're absolutely petrified of Reform UK. It's nothing to do with better transport links, it's nothing to do with giving infrastructure to the places that need it. It's about bolstering their own voter base or trying to win back voters that they are deemed as racist or irrelevant. That's all it is, it's fear. None of this is going to come through, or if it's going to come through, it's going to come far too late. And it doesn't even touch the sides. We can all agree on that. Now, there's some funny videos that have gone around today. The hostage situations that we've seen recently with the Labour Party, they seem to be coercing people into listening to their absolute nonsense. And I think this man speaks for the whole country, so I think we need to watch it because it is hilarious.
And put simply, our plan, the central barrier to economic growth has been underinvestment. First, stability. So, reforming our pension system for the first 10 years of the previous Conservative government.
He's an absolute legend. Whoever this guy is, get him on TV, get him a drink. He's an absolute legend and he speaks for the entire country. Labour isn't fooling anybody, Labour isn't convincing anybody. Let's be clear. Just look at this guy.
I came into politics because I want to make a difference to the lives of working people. Because I believe as strongly now as I did.
That's absolutely brilliant. So as I say, let's have a look at what's actually been put on offer to us. Alright, up in the north. Let's just have a look. Okay. We've got 2.5 billion for Greater Manchester projects, including new tram stops in Bury, Manchester and Oldham. 2.4 billion for the West Midlands for an extension of the metro from Birmingham city centre into the new sports quarter. 2.1 billion to start building West Yorkshire mass transit by 2028, so probably the year or the year before they get booted out, so that's never going to happen. 2 billion for the East Midlands to design a new mass transit system between Derby and Nottingham. 1.8 billion for the North East for a metro extension linking Newcastle to Sunderland via Washington. 1.6 billion for Liverpool City region, so we get the least again, for new bus routes including airports and 2 football stadiums. Oh yeah, because that's all the working class care about is footy matches. Pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Let's just have a look now. 1 billion for Tees Valley, including 60 million for the Platform 3 extension and at Middlesbrough Station. 800 million for the west of England, including 200 million for mass transit links between Bristol, Bath, South Gloucestershire and North Somerset. Absolutely pathetic. Absolutely nowhere near enough. And once again, the shires, the smaller places outside of the major city hubs, get nothing. If Labour, if central government was actually serious about stopping the disparity between where the wealth is distributed in the UK, they would devolve taxation and planning powers to local people, to local governments, local councils. Any infrastructure, any tax raising for infrastructure should be set locally. No other devolution is needed. Just give the people the means and the tools to make their communities better. But they won't do that. Of course they won't, because it's all about control. They want to dictate where your money is spent and who is going to spend it. This needs to change. This is the entire thing that needs to change. Devolution was meant to solve all of this. Look at Scotland, look at Wales, look at Northern Ireland. Has the devolution worked? No, it's not, because it's just talking chops. Actual infrastructure and planning regulations all needs to go through too many hurdles. All of that needs to stop. If you give people, the local populations, the means to actually make the communities better, it would be done. The reason they won't do it is because they'll show central government for what it is, a disgrace. They just waste money and piss it up the wall, and that's why we're 3 trillion in debt. Anyway, rant over. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, give me a like and subscribe. If you think Rachel Reeves has done us a solid and she's done the right thing here, let me know. I think she's toast. I think she's gone. She's not going to be here much longer. She really isn't. Absolutely pathetic. If you like this video, subscribe and let me know if you think reform can fix it. Have a good day.